This morning we watched Halloween. It was very good. Now I'm back at work. It's Monday morning. No, it's not, it's Sunday. And today I set myself the challenge to do my vlog. Haven't got around to it. I woke up feeling hungover with absolutely no reason to feel hungover. I didn't drink. Just got back from work. The back of my head here, like right on the back of my skull, is really sore. I feel very tired. Just haven't really done an awful lot. I did book travel to the Netherlands. I tried to watch Yellowstone, but I got like 20 minutes through because I kept pausing it because I kept thinking of other stuff that I needed to get done. The thing that's blocking me doing the vlog is that I don't have enough storage. If I did, things would load and I wouldn't lose it every time I clicked off it and stuff. So that's definitely something to sort out. I'm just feeling pretty mad. I'm not going to go for a walk with some friends, but I'm feeling like I am close to burnout, which I don't really know why. I mean, yes, I've been moving accommodation most days, so that probably isn't helpful. But I do feel like maybe I'm not being very efficient with the time I have, and I'm doom scrolling a lot. And yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to set myself like grandiose challenges and falling short, which is probably not doing my ego very good. Leave the accommodation at 12 and I don't have to be at work till 3, so I've now just come to a little cafe to have a lunch and then I will go to bed. But I managed to edit my vlog today, this morning, and also help my partner with a project, so I feel like that was quite productive. Still have a bit of a headache. I think too much time on the screen was trying to do loads of stuff, and yeah, I need to be a bit mindful of that, which is ironic because I'm literally talking to a screen right now. I'm going to enjoy my food and then get back to work this afternoon.
Well, I suppose if it is worthless, then there's no point in me keeping it.
This is such cool. I think it goes sideways. That's cool. Let's see. Slowly. I needed to get out quickly and break. Good morning. Hair wash time. Dinner. Had a day working, sorting stuff out, going for a little dinner, and then I'm going to go back to London tomorrow. Oh my god, today has been a journey, a nightmare journey. And I will explain it full later, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to go to my accommodation. But I've got a bit of a decision fatigue. I just don't know what to do now. I'm running late, but I need to get rid of my bags. I don't know what to do. I just need to stop for a second, calibrate my thoughts. me arriving stressed and teary to a meditation centre. She said to be on the second floor. Anyhow. Well, I will give you the full update later, but for now I've just checked into a Buddhist retreat, and what a place to check into when I was honestly on my last legs. Like, tears were streaming down my face. Period pains kicked in. I couldn't, my wheel broke again. There was maybe severe delays on the tube. No one would like move from their seat, which was fine. I don't exactly look like I need one, but I was in so much pain. I was like, I could have just asked, I suppose. I'm running a bit late for work, but I am going to get something to eat, and I'm going to get the bus there, and I should in theory be there before we go live, and if I'm not, someone can cover the first bit and I will join and then just not break until the end. So there are solutions, it will be okay, but I just feel a little bit emotionally yeah, I'm glad to be here and relieved, but I'm still just absolutely wiped. I might lie, I'm feeling pretty grumpy. I'm trying to be positive, but I'm feeling really quite grumpy. My cozy little cubby room. Got stuff as a mess because I've just literally dumped it in here, but it's so cute. Look
Tonight.
at that.
Oh. Is everyone happy with their teams?
No, I'm not happy with my team.
It's a samples kind of day.
No, it's simply I know not. Was gets pronounced like a again, like this neutral sound, nodig. Yeah, nodig.
Nodig.
So how would you say it is necessary or it is needed?
Het is nodig.
Het is nodig.
It is nodig. How would you say that's not necessary, is it?
Dat is niet nodig. Is het?
Dat is niet nodig, hè?
Good. Dat is niet nodig, hè?
Dat is niet nodig, hè? Is it? Hè? Dat is niet nodig, hè? Hè? Like, hè? Hè? So I just joined a meditation session as part of like my Airbnb booking, and one, it made me realise how exhausted I am. I kept going like this. Like, I felt so dizzy once I shut my eyes, and I was literally like had to stop myself falling off the edge of the thing. It wasn't like I was falling asleep. I mean, I probably was, but it was more like I was just like losing my balance. Like I was like, oh, but it was also happening in my mind. It was very bizarre. I can't say I was wholly focused on the meditation, mostly of just not falling off my chair. But it was good to go to, and also these books are here as part of the room. And I have had quite a good read this morning of them. Obviously I've not read all of them, and I've read like the introduction, and then a couple of them have bookmarks in, so I've read like the pages that are bookmarked. It's quite interesting. So yeah, but I've heard that tonight is going to be a very busy one at work. We've got nearly 3,000 people coming through, and we've got a longer night. So I think it's quite important that I actually do have a little nap before I start work, otherwise, yeah, yesterday was just crazy. I will update you on that. So basically, I was travelling home from seeing my dad. It was about 20 minutes from getting into London. I was watching a little programme on Netflix on my laptop. I was doing little bits of bits and bobs to-dos that I needed to do. I was also speaking to my partner. It was all going smoothly. And then there was, unfortunately, a fatality on the line. So our train got cancelled. And it was weird because when I was showing the ticket inspector my ticket actually had said cancelled, but I was on the train and it was moving, so I just kind of ignored it. I thought it was a glitch. Anyway, then obviously they told us, and they obviously had known that the train would be cancelled further down the line because it happened at like 10 in the morning and it was now about 12. So anyway, we got on a different train, which took us to another station, like a smaller station, from where we would then get a bus to another station, Shenfield, and then get the train to London. When we got into, I can't remember what the station was called, Whittam or something. I don't even know where we were. I looked on the map to try and find out where we were. Anyway, we were in there. There was honestly like apparently 500 people or something. I thought that the passageway across the top of the station was going to collapse because it was full of people, and this wasn't a station that was equipped to deal with like that level of overcrowding. We couldn't even get off the platform because it was that crowded. And bless, I was so next to a guy having a panic attack because the crowds. It was very chaotic. It was quite good to see how the majority of people did stay calm and like dealt with this scenario. And obviously, and they were quite explicit about what had happened and the reason for it, which I think was probably an active decision to, you know, make everybody stay calm and be like, understand the situation. Obviously, people missed their flights, and there were so many different reasons for people being on the train. So that in itself as like a social thing to see was interesting. But anyway, we were waiting for the buses to arrive, and like one or two came and just sat at the front. I think maybe they did take a few people, but it didn't make a dent in the crowd. Anyway, we were waiting in the rain for like an hour by the time we actually got out the station, and actually the train reopening came before the buses arriving. So then I just got back on the train and went to Liverpool Street, which makes it sound a lot easier than the whole thing was. Then when I got to London, I forgot to walk to Moorgate to get the Northern Line, and I went down to the Underground at Liverpool Street, which meant I had to get the House of City line or one of those lines to St Pancras instead, and that was delayed. And then my period pains kicked in. So, but also I had packed, when I went to my dad's, I got so much stuff from his house, so I was already carrying a suitcase way too heavy, another bag, and a very heavy like full rucksack, so I knew my travel would be a bit tricky anyway because I had so much luggage. But then on top of that, with all the changes we had to do and everything, and then my period pains kicked in, I was like, well, I'm doing okay, I'm really calm. And then I did have a little cry when no one would give me their seat. Not that I would expect to, I don't look like I need one, and I could have asked, but I think at that point I was like, we've all had, it was weird because coming into London, no one cares. Like obviously everyone who'd been on that journey all understood each other's situation. We all went through it together, so there was like a level of understanding. But you get to London, no one gives a about whatever has happened to you earlier in the day. Like no one cares. So everybody was just doing their own thing, and I was like, don't you know, I'm just and obviously this whole thing happened because someone died. So I need to keep reminding myself that I am very grateful to just be, you know, able to get to work. Anyway, this is such a long update, but I did end up checking in. Then my wheel of my case broke again, which was kind of inevitable. It was stuck together with duct tape. But I had tears rolling down my eyes. I was in pain. My back was hurting. I was tired. And then I walked up, and my accommodation is a Buddhist meditation centre. And I was like, this is just hilarious. Also, the road I'm staying on is Woodstock Street. Obviously, I won't post this while I'm here but Woodstock is where Blenheim Palace is, and that's where I will be working over Christmas. So that's really cool. Feels a bit of serendipity. Anyway, I got here. It's obviously this little cosy cabin that I'm in. And I did manage to get to work. I was half an hour late, but still on time to start my shift on time because we have like an hour to get ready. So I just got ready in half an hour instead of an hour. And yeah, and then it was fine. And then I got home and I watched The Traitors, and then I watched an episode of Billionaire Bunker, and then I slept. But yeah, today I'm tired, which I guess after talking all that through, it's probably understandable. Number 2. Lovely garden, it goes all the way. So pretty. Little swing. So fun. Stay at Airbnbs, you really do find some gems sometimes. So the meditation this morning was actually about equanimity and seeing like everyone with this like warm love basically, and everyone on a level, and that there's no like extremes, and then like people you basically like people you fancy or find physically attractive, or like, you know, when you fall in love you have this massive high with people, and then people you think are unattractive, you have some issue with, you really have this deep low feeling with them, and then strangers you have this complete kind of disregard, not disregard, like not oblivion, what's the word, I don't know, you know what I mean, like indifference. And it's about being like steady with everyone and having this warm love and with everybody. So I think London is a particularly hard place for that, and I think it is something that I naturally probably find quite tricky, if I'm being truthfully honest. It's a lovely idea, but I don't think I live by it, and I think I would be much happier if I did. It's a very interesting meditation. Also, I do not know how Lily did it. I cannot get her songs out my head. Ruminating.
Second one was the one I wrote. And I don't think.
Do you have like an extra bit of rope that you can?
Done for the night of that. I bought some beans to have for dinner while I wait till home time, because my break is like at the end of the day, so I just have to wait till it's done. But it doesn't have a can opener thingy, and I don't have one. So
Just because I can't.
another shift done. At the bus stop, I know that this has been waiting a while, but there aren't, so I think the bus has only just come, which means I might have a bit of a wait. Oh, it's disgusting. Also, I've got heavy bags and it's period day today, so I booked a taxi to go to my friends. I could have gone on the tube, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get a taxi. Period pains are bad today. Terrifying. Scariest thing about Halloween. And I'm going to do anything I can to get through today. So I'm going to go get myself a donut from Greg's. Well, I went to tap, and I think the cashier put in the amount for just one donut, and it tapped, and he was like, oh, and he was like, oh, don't worry. So he just let me have 2 donuts for the price of one, which was nice. Got on in the wrong direction, so now I've got down to the P. Instead I got the overground, and I'm going to walk through the heath at a brisk pace. Today I just really didn't need that because I'm on my last legs, very tired and in a lot of pain, but I'm trying to stay positive. Might be running late, but it is a lovely walk to work, and I'm trying to reframe my mind. Had a lightning storm, but back out we go.